in the kitchen because, well, back to school season is here. And while families are shopping for school supplies, it's also a great time to set up simple systems that can make the entire school year run more smoothly, which is something we always want. So joining us again, we are back here with Sarah Mortensen in the kitchen. She's going to show us some more organization along with her lovely daughter, Lively, who's going to help us out with the snack portion of our conversation. But first, let's get back into some of those organizing tips, you know, favorite products, things that we need to know about. So back to school, let's face it, families, it can feel very hectic. But Sarah, where do you recommend that people start when they're trying to get organized?
Yeah, I think you got to start in the kitchen. You got to start creating a great space for water bottles, lunch boxes.
Yes.
Homework papers, filing papers, you know, create the snacks and make it fun for your kids, why not? And setting yourself up good for the morning routine, the afternoon routine, even the sports after school.
Yes.
And then everybody can just feel a little bit more at ease and the family will be able to run smoothly.
Yeah, it's that stability and predictability, right? That just keeps things going, keeps the train on track.
Yes.
So tell us about this great bottle organizer. I love this.
Well, yeah, let's just dive into water bottles. I know we all have a lot of them. We all have a lot of cups, so I just recommend...
Have you been in my kitchen? How did you know that?
I just had a feeling. A lot of my clients struggle with how to organize their water bottles, and when you're coming from a big family, or even, you know, you don't have kids going back to school, I still feel like all of this will help out anyone.
Yeah.
So this is just a plastic organizer for water bottles that you can use in your cabinet and work with the vertical space in your kitchen.
Oh, I love that.
If you don't have that space, you can put these in a deep drawer and use a drawer divider to keep them upright and from falling around.
Oh, I love that.
But I do recommend getting rid of some water bottles before the school year starts.
And they get moldy too.
Yes.
I mean, you can clean them the best you can, but then the O-ring wears out
and then they get dense.
leak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just gross.
Yes,
it's just gross. All right, what else
And then I think it's so important to create zones for your items for school. So lunch boxes, right? We're going to be using those every day. Your kids need to know where to grab them, and then they need to know where to put them back, so they're just not all over the place. So just a simple bin, and you can even use a label that helps out. Then everyone in the family knows where to put it back, where to find it. So this will help out a lot, and you don't need to even use a bin. You could use a drawer. Just designate the space for the items.
This is where this goes. All right.
Yes.
And we talked about this great organizer, and then what else do you have along with this?
Well, you know, we all have a lot of paper clutter in our home, and when the school year starts, we're going to accumulate a lot more. So I just think we should be simple with it. These are like 50 cents for a folder. I say give one for each family member. Let them pick out the color, have a little fun with it. Do a quick little label. And then when papers come home, your kids know where to put their papers. And then when they fill up, that's when you go through.
Yes.
And maybe you have a homework, you know, science fair project, and that packet's going to stay at home for a while. It goes in your folder. So each family member or household member has one.
I love this. Okay, now we're into the pantry portion. It's all about you, Lively. Okay, so let's talk about having the pantry organized, because you mentioned you got the morning rush. Sometimes that includes packing lunches if you didn't get a chance to do it the night before. It's after school snacks. Yeah, and then it's the fueling up before you go to your athletic events, and then maybe having to take something with you to the athletic event as well. What do you recommend? Because this looks lovely.
Yes, I love it. Well, I'm also practical. So if you want something that's really simple, you get home from Costco, you want to throw all of your snacks into one bin, do it. If you want to zhuzh it up a little bit, these glass jars are great, because let's be honest, our kids aren't using chip clips.
Yeah.
So this is going to keep your items fresh, but it also is fun. Lively loves to fill these up, and then grab a bag and fill up your snacks and then throw it in your lunch box.
So Lively, can you show us what you do? So let's say we're in the middle. Go ahead, hon. You can start doing your thing. So this is great, because I think we talk often about the importance of making sure our kids are a part of the process, right?
Yes.
They learn some discipline, they learn organization, they have ownership of what they're doing, and when they're packing their own snacks, they're more likely to eat it, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And just like independence is good to teach your children young, and also takes the load off mom and dad.
Yes, it sure does.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, and then, oh, you got some cute stickers. Tell us about these stickers, too.
These stickers, they can, like, you can use them for,
Does it help you secure your bag?
yeah.
Oh, look at that. Here, can you show Norman, our camera guy? Now turn it around and show him your sticker, too. Cute. So look at that. So it keeps it from spilling out in your little lunch pail, huh? That's awesome. Okay, here's your cute lunch pail. Go ahead and show us what you would do with it. I'm going to move this back up onto the shelf so we can see. And you just stick it in there.
Yeah.
Lively. So do you look forward to your snacks then when you get to do that? Yes. And then did you pick out these bags?
Yeah.
What did you pick out? What's the design?
Sharks.
How come? Why didn't you do flowers? Do you like sharks?
Yeah, I like sharks.
You like sharks best? Great job, Lively. Thank you so much for your help here. We also have some skinny pop too. Is that something that you would eat? Would you eat that popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mom, tell us about the organization you did with that.
Yeah, so this is, just another way that you can organize and get some of these bins and put all your snacks onto the counter, make it look neat and tidy, but easy to grab and refill. And then this is kind of fun. We're all like, sometimes we're getting our lockers for the first time.
Yes.
Locker organization is important too, and also will save you money in the long run because everything will have a place and you'll be able to find it. So what I love about this is it's expandable. So a lot of times we don't know the width of our locker. This can expand up to 16 inches and fill your locker. That way you're maximizing your space. You can put your backpack on top. And then these are some great bags to use that are waterproof to put your change of clothes or even like any items that you have in your locker, makeup. And then this is kind of a fun trending item. It's like, a little purse bag that you can take for lunchtime, fill it up with your personal products or also some pens and paper, and store it in your locker.
I love this.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know you have a freshman this year, so locker organization is right at the front of your mind. Sarah, you have so many wonderful tips. And Lively, thank you so much. You did such a fantastic job showing what you can do with your lunch. Where do our viewers go so they can get more advice from you?
Well, I have a website called finallyorganizedhome.com, and you can find us on Instagram too, finally.organized.
Wonderful, Sarah and Lively. Thank you both so much. Great job. All right, we'll stick around because bedtimes are coming up too. When we come back, we're talking with a sleep consultant about how parents can help their kids get back on a healthy sleep schedule as they return to school. That's when we come back. Give me a high five, Lively. Nice job.